divorced, 46, as a single mom, look like? Because I don't know how I got here.
Okay, listen. Okay, right off the bat, she's making it seem like it is the worst thing to ever happen to any woman in the history of of anything. I know being a 46-year-old woman that's freshly divorced with a toddler can be very overwhelming, but she's making it seem like she is at the lowest of the low of out of everyone in the planet. Is the way she's setting it up. It looks like.
But here I am. I notice whenever anybody asks me, are you married? Or are you single? Or how old are you? Or any of these labels that people tend to ask.
I mean, in her defense, she does look young for her age. She could pass for somebody in their 30s. So, you know.
You about when it comes to your status, your age. I always say it so slowly because I'm still adjusting to however the world labels me. It's not a bad thing. It's just an adjustment. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses. Everything suddenly looks honest. Even the...
I mean, her and Jeezy's kid looks very adorable. There's nothing for her to really be that ashamed of, to be perfectly honest, because it's better to at least have a kid than not have a kid at all. There's no greater joy in the world. So, you know, there's always a lot of positives with any negative in life, to be perfectly honest.
Parts that I wasn't ready to see. Sometimes the clarity is really refreshing and sometimes it's a little jarring. But the truth is, I am now looking at the world with my own eyes, rather than eyes that I feel pretended to see what I wanted to see instead of what I was really seeing.
I feel it. I'm thinking we're gonna have sea bass or maybe a red snapper. Go!
When I look back at some of the milestones of my last couple years,
She has all these interesting angles in this video. She didn't just shoot it just direct point of view vlog style. She's using all these different angles to make it a little more dramatic than it really is, at least in my opinion.
it feels like I had a playbook that I was living by. It feels like I had a...
Is she purposely taking most of the furniture out of the house to make it seem like she's struggling more than she really is, even though she has a divorce going on with Jeezy that's been finalized? She has no bed frame for her bed at all. Like, there's no bed frame. It's more an empty house. Did she do that on purpose, or is she really broke? I doubt she's really broke, but it seems like she removed the bed frame and made things plain on purpose so you could feel her story that she's telling right now.
It almost feels like I had a script that I was living by because I so wanted to hit those points and have my life be about those things instead of what it really was. I used to think that if I stayed ahead of the plan, worked hard enough, if I held everything together tightly enough, I could avoid crashing. But I realized life...
These dramatic camera angles of her tossing and turning in bed. Just perfect Oscar attempted performance here. What is going on here? With her suitcase there, no furniture, no nightstands, no bedstands. Is this done on purpose? Like, really?
It doesn't work like that. Life interrupts. Life enjoys a little head-on collision. And my job is to keep moving instead of pretending I didn't feel the impact.
And then she purposely have these cardboard boxes here to make it seem like she just moved in. Is this all just a stage? Like, is this even really her place? Do we even know that?
Divorce is a word you never imagine attached to your name. Not because you're special, but because you think you'll know how to save something before it breaks. As a divorcee, you're always seeing people say, what are the things that they warn you about before divorce happens, you know? The one thing I can tell you is that nobody tells you that divorce is both earth-shattering and a wake-up call. It's because the life that you pictured disappears and the future you actually need starts talking to you. And the hardest part about divorce isn't heartbreak. It's letting go of the woman I performed, the version of me that I maintained, because I was scared to admit the truth. The dream I kept dragging even after it stopped fitting. And then one day you realize you're not broken. You're just finally.
She praying right now. She's going for a full Oscar of making her life seem like it's the worst life ever. It seems like oh, I'm going through so much right now. Just taking a bath with Jeezy's money has been really hard. I'm gonna put no furniture in my house, make it seem like I'm really a struggling single mom. In reality, she's nowhere near the average minimum wage earner. She's nowhere near that, especially if Jeezy is still providing money. And I think Jeezy is still doing shows, and I'm sure she's getting a fraction of that for all we know. So I don't know the details of the divorce, but I'm pretty sure she'll be all right, and I'm pretty sure Jeezy takes care of his kids.
Honest, and honesty is heavy, but it's freedom.
Staring out of a window randomly. 46.
Being 46 doesn't feel old, and it doesn't feel young. It feels awake.
It feels awake.
It feels like somebody turned on the lights in a room that I have lived in forever, and I'm finally seeing things clearly. I don't have answers.
Feels like one big giant hit of copium. One big copium sandwich with nothing on it. This is what this video feels like. It just feels like she had to reach out to her fan base on YouTube, where she rarely uploads, to let people know that I'm doing fine and it's gonna be all right and I'm okay. And I want everybody to know that even though I'm struggling, life goes on, and being 46 with a toddler is eating at me, but at the same time, I'm still fighting, and I'm making a motivational video out of it to cope a little more. At least that's what I'm thinking right now, just quick freestyle that I'm doing with this reaction video that I'm doing.
I got boundaries, and my maybe has become no. My I'm fine has become I ain't doing that.
Now, a word of caution here to any of you women who are 25, 30, or even older, becoming more of a bitch, getting more of a thick skin as far as closing off your guard to every new guy or every new person that wants to make your life better is only going to make your life even harder. That's what I got from this. Maybe I read a little more into it, but do not do what I think she's saying right here is no, fuck all guys, fuck everyone. Don't do that. That's a horrible way to go about things. Well, one bad apple can spoil the bunch, but one bad apple doesn't determine every apple in existence, if that makes sense.
I don't feel old. I feel intentional.
Intentional.
And intention feels better than youth ever did.
Okay, this is cope. This is cope right here. This is gaslighting and cope. Intention feels better than youth ever did. What the fuck does that even mean? If that's not word salad, I don't know what it is. I don't know what is. Youth is youth. You can't change that with intention. You can intend to be young, but you're 46. You're divorced and you're single. You have to accept that. No amount of cope in the form of intention is going to change that. It seems like a big, and I'm not trying to just rag on her. I'm just being logical here. Single.
Being single isn't about the loneliness. It's about.
Okay, listen. Even though she's 46, she looks very young for her age. I don't want her to let you guys be gaslighted to thinking that she's lonely by choice. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of thirsty guys out there ready to jump on the bandwagon of Miss Mai here. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty so I hate women paint this picture, especially decent or all right looking women paint this picture that I'm just so lonely and life's gonna be so hard from here on out. Don't believe it. Even when they say they're single, they're still fucking somebody. Always. I bet even right now, as this video has been being filmed, some guy came over and you know what? Like they say, clap those cheeks. Not to be vulgar, but it is what it is.
About being aware.
Being aware.
Knowing who I am now and what I'm not willing to carry into my next chapter. People will ask questions, and I think sometimes the answer of just I'm doing what feels right for me right now is the best dating status. It's the truth. Y'all, space is not emptiness. It is room. Room to breathe, room to think, room to return to myself without rushing into whatever's next. And it is the best feeling yet.
I guess it is good to take some time off in between relationships and stuff like that, which I actually agree with her on. But, you know.
Not having to check in on anybody, not having to answer to anybody.
See, you're seeing a glimpse of why the divorce happened. Not having to answer somebody, not willing to check in with somebody. She had a problem with that. And I think that's the reason why this divorce happened with Jeezy. She had a problem with that, and that's why she's divorced. Like, DJ Khaled would say, congratulations, you played yourself. That's what I think happened. I'm no psychic. I'm just on the outside looking at it just like the rest of you guys.
Not having to share that with anybody.
Not having to share that with anybody.
Share the space of you doing what's right for you right now.
What about your daughter, though? You got to share with her. So see, this seems very veiled, aimed at Jeezy, if you ask me, in my opinion.
And that's the truth.
Where's the furniture in his house?
It's crazy how motherhood was never my plan, but it feels like it was written for me. Some days I'm really proud of the woman that Monica is helping me to become, and other days, I grapple with some of the ways my life turned out. But then Monica will say something so brilliant and sensitive, and it'll make me realize that she chose me. No.
She looks just like Jeezy. Her kid looks just like Jeezy. Yeah! Hey! I know you guys are thinking, really? Really? He's doing a Jeezy impersonation? I'm a big Jeezy fan, by the way. That might be partially the reason why I'm aiming at her right now. Subconsciously, I guess. But I got no real beef with her. I'm just reacting to what's going on in current events. And she uploaded this video, and now I'm reacting to it.
No doubt, motherhood is messy. It's chaotic, it's messy, but it's also sacred. And in many ways, I'm discovering how motherhood saved me.
I'll be honest, any woman that doesn't have a child or a kid is a loser. So it saved her from being a loser. You would have been a childless loser with no kids. So yes, I think it did save her from being a loser. Not ended up like, what's her name? What is her last name? Moss. Forgot her name. She has no kids. She failed. Mai, you didn't fail. You won. So there is a win in that.
All right, so
the car shop.
Here I am. I'm divorced. I'm 46. I'm single. And I have a toddler who teaches me more about myself than any adult ever has. I am not healed, but I am not defeated.
So much positivity.
I'm awake.
She's awake.
And it's the best feeling in the world. I'm trusting the quiet around me. I'm building a life that is completely mine. I'm not perfect. I'm not polished. But I'm honest. This is me. This is me in the middle of becoming. It's not the before, it's not the after.
The next chapter.
And it is always trying and trying again. And somehow, this part of my life feels like the most honest I have ever seen.
Most honest he's ever seen. Just mind-melting, life-changing, revolutionary video.